The stage is set for one of the most explosive legal battles in Hollywood history. Day 2 of Diddy's trial has wrapped, and things are looking darker than ever, for the music mogul court documents have revealed shocking revelations, including a key video that could change everything. What seemed like an ordinary trial is now turning into a circus of lies, contradictions, and accusations. And standing at the center of it all is Cassie Ventura, Diddy's ex-girlfriend, ready to testify about years of abuse. But what if I told you this trial is just the tip of the iceberg? From a video that Diddy once admitted was real, only to backtrack days later to his defense team crumbling under pressure. This is a story that's far from over. The world is watching, and the truth is about to come out.
Jury selection is officially underway in the sex-trafficking trial of Sean Diddy Combs. Chloe Malas was in federal court today. And Chloe, no jurors selected, but a pretty revealing start to the 8-week trial.
Lester, that's right. It was an illuminating first day of court. Combs entered the courtroom wearing a crew-neck sweater and a white button-down shirt. He had some gray in his hair and in his goatee. And at one point, he told the judge that he needed to use the bathroom and that he was feeling a little bit nervous. Now, also, several celebrities were named today, although they haven't been accused of any wrongdoing. They might be mentioned during the course of the trial. Their names are Michael B. Jordan, Mike Myers, Kanye West, and his former girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, who has accused him of years of physical and emotional abuse. And she is expected to testify during the trial. Now, Combs has vehemently denied all of the allegations against him. I also want to point out that celebrity attorney Mark Garagos, he was present in the courtroom. His daughter is Tenny Garagos, one of the lead attorneys for Combs throughout this trial. Now, a source telling NBC News that he hasn't joined the team, but he is advising on jury selection.
The downfall began long before the trial with a video that no one could ignore. In 2016, a disturbing video surfaced showing Diddy allegedly beating Cassie at a hotel. At first, Diddy didn't try to deny it. He posted an emotional apology, acknowledging his shame and expressing regret. But as the trial date loomed, Diddy did the unthinkable. He deleted his apology and claimed the video was fake. This sudden shift raised suspicions. Was Diddy trying to cover his tracks? Why would he initially take responsibility and then completely retract his statements? The video had already been seen by millions, but Diddy's attempts to discredit it only fueled public skepticism. His legal team knew just how powerful this tape was and how dangerous it could be for his case.
Combs wants that video or videos excluded from trial, and for that, we turn to his motion in limine to exclude video footage of that March 5th, 2016 incident. Motion in limine is a pretrial motion that aims at preventing evidence from coming into trial or limiting it in some way. And it starts by saying, quote, "There is no longer any dispute that the CNN footage from March 5th, 2016 at the Intercontinental Hotel offered by the government at 3 separate bail hearings is wholly inaccurate, having been altered, manipulated, sped up, and edited to be out of sequence. As indicated below, CNN paid Redacted, don't know who this person is, Redacted, for footage, copied that footage in unknown ways, presented that footage out of order, and destroyed the original. Accordingly, all the footage from CNN is inaccurate and inadmissible. As for the 2 items of footage filmed by an iPhone 6, those pieces of footage are inaccurate and inadmissible as well for the reasons set out below."
Cassie Ventura wasn't just a bystander in this entire drama, she was at the heart of it. After years of living in the shadow of Diddy's power, Cassie made the brave decision to speak out. She had remained silent for years, but now with the trial underway, she was ready to testify. Her testimony is expected to be crucial in the case, shedding light on the years of abuse she allegedly endured. But it's not just her story that matters. It's the fact that she, as a public figure, has chosen to put her name on the line. Cassie isn't hiding behind anonymity like many others who have accused powerful figures. She's stepping forward, determined to ensure that Diddy faces justice for his actions. Her decision has raised eyebrows, not just because of the gravity of the situation, but because of the extra weight it carries in the public eye. Cassie isn't just another accuser, She's a well-known, beloved celebrity, and her courage to speak out could have far-reaching consequences for Diddy.
So difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. But sometimes you gotta do that. I was fucked up. I mean, I hit rock bottom. But I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy. I'm going to rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
Combs' request from the court is to hold a hearing. And at this hearing, Combs explains that his team wants to call a forensic video analysis named Connor McCourt to show that this video evidence is inaccurate. Sean Combs' defense team argues the videos are unreliable, that they would unfairly confuse and mislead the jury, that they would be more prejudicial to Combs than it would provide any kind of relevant or probative value for the prosecution's case. They write, quote, "If a picture is worth 1,000 words, a video is worth a number well over the court's word limit." Again, the basic argument from Combs and his team is that CNN heavily and deceptively edited the video and turned about 10.5 minutes of footage into a 48-second, quote, out-of-order clip that ended with Combs appearing to drag redacted, again, we believe that to be Cassandra Ventura, to a hotel room. And they argue that this painted the rapper and the music mogul in the worst possible light for the world to see. And as they previously incorrectly mentioned, prosecutors relied on this tape in prior bail hearings to support their argument that Combs shouldn't be released pre-trial.
The video of Diddy allegedly abusing Cassie isn't just a piece of footage. It's the cornerstone of the entire case. When the video first surfaced, Diddy quickly admitted its authenticity. But his later retraction raises serious questions. His defense team is now claiming that the video was edited and manipulated, arguing that CNN's footage is inaccurate and misleading. Diddy's lawyers have gone to great lengths to try to have this video excluded from the trial. But the problem is, the video has already been seen by millions, and it has already played a significant role in public perception. How can they erase its impact now? And with Cassie prepared to testify about the events depicted in that video, Diddy's attempt to dismiss it seems like a desperate move.
It was just, seemed like Puff and Tupac was like a couple, seemed like to me. It was just a lot of weird shit going on, you know what I'm saying? The vibes ain't there. I guess that's what Tupac was talking about, the Illuminati and shit. It's like Vivica Fox was with this big gay man. He was 6'9". They called him, his name 6'9". He had the red hair with a big old booty and shit. No, he was gay and I'm over. What the fuck is going on here? It's just a lot of weird shit, dude. You know what I'm saying? That shit, it ain't right. You know what I'm saying? I guess that's what Tupac, I guess he wanted to get up out of the Illuminati or something. But I seen it the other, matter of fact, MC Lyte pulled off with Tanisha Arnold. You know what I'm saying? In her brand new 560, black one. Yeah, that shit weird, dude. Yeah, that's some weird ass shit going on, you know? Yeah.
And what was Tupac doing at the party, yo?
Him and Puff was there together. They was there, you know what I'm saying? That's why I don't know how they fucking fell out or nothing like that. They was road dogs, you know what I'm saying? They even got pictures of him. He got on that blue sweater with the turtleneck, him and him hugged up like this with the black hat. Have you ever seen that picture?
Nah, I don't recall, but I'm pretty sure I came across it.
Yeah. That picture there, they was at that party that day. Yeah, it's just like a bunch of weird shit. That whole fucking, yeah, that shit weird, dude. Yeah, bunch of, it ain't right. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no gay basher or none. I mean, none of that shit, but that shit ain't right, you know what I'm saying? That shit, that whole party was weirdoed out. Yeah, and it was Jada Pickett, but...
You saying the whole party was weird. What did you see at the party that made it weird? I mean, I'm confused.
I guess it was the Illuminati. It's just weird. I know I wouldn't want to be part of no shit like that, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm from the old school, dude, and that shit wasn't really tolerated with my generation, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, hate crime, yes, but it's more tolerated these days and nothing like that. It's more, you know what I'm saying, more open now, you know what I'm saying? But back then it was kind of fishy, you know what I'm saying? Still kind of fishy, you know, but it's more, you know, out there now.
The incident y'all had with Warren G and Kid Frost, tell me about that, my man.
Okay, Kid Frost had gave a party at the House of Blues. One of our big homeboys wanted to go with us, you know what I'm saying? So he went with us and he said, "Ooh, you young niggas have fun." So one of Kid Frost's homies still on my big homie. But he didn't know that he was around, it was maybe about 20 of us. So the dude that socked my big homie, we beat the dog shit out of him. So my big homie, he came to. He like, "That's the motherfucker?" We like, "Yeah." And it was 2 security guards had him. Had the dude that we beat up from Kid Frost's entourage. So my big homie knocked that motherfucker out while the yellow jacket, you know, the yellow jackets with the event security, they had the dude. So my homie still knocking him out. Boom! So the dude with the yellow jacket was talking shit. "Man, what the fuck is wrong with him?" My homeboy knocked out him too. Bam! Like, woo! So the other one like, "Man, he got back." Little Jamaican dude come up talking shit. "Man, you going crazy?" My homeboy socked him too. So we went down to get our car for valet. And it was the dude, "It's LBC." And he like, "What the fuck is that?" And he said, "It's Long Beach City Crip." So my homeboy knew this dude was an imposter. If you from Long Beach, you gonna say Rolling 20s or Insane. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You're a real block boy. You know what I'm saying? 19th Street. You gonna say something. A real Crip. So this nigga say he from Long Beach City Crip. My homeboy like, "Wait a minute." And knocked him out too. So Warren G and them was down there, him and Cedric Wallace waiting on their cars. And they seen my homeboy get busy like that. So they had left before us, went up to Fat Burgers. So we came, got in our shit. They finally brought our cars for valet. We went up to Fat Burgers. And Warren G and Cedric Wallace was up there already, you know, eating their shit and shit. So we came in there. The big homie like, "Hey, motherfucker." He pointed at Cedric Wallace like, "Man, you been dumping us for years, mother. I'm losing all my motherfucking money betting on your motherfucking ass." So Warren G was right there. He like, my homie like, "Man, that's a nice ass watch." So he like, "Man, let me try that on." You know what I'm saying? So by then, my homeboy, somebody got my homeboy attention, and he turned his head. Shit, Cedric Sabalas and what's his name was in the, he was in the Ragtop 500 Benz. This motherfucker like jumped off. I mean, he drove up off the motherfucker. He didn't even pay attention to the curve. He jumped off of the curve instead of using the, you know, the driveway. That shit was funny as motherfucker. My homeboy like, "Damn, he almost bust his whole fucking engine block." Yeah, that shit was funny as a motherfucker.
Diddy's defense team is falling apart, and it's becoming more evident with every passing day. The mogul's legal team has struggled to gain any real ground, and several key lawyers have already quit, including his longtime attorney. This is not just a small setback. This is a massive blow to Diddy's defense strategy. And then there's the plea deal. The prosecution reportedly offered Diddy a chance to plead guilty, but he turned it down. Why was it out of defiance, or does he think he can still win, with his team crumbling and the evidence stacking up against him? Diddy's decision to reject the plea deal raises more questions than answers.
When I looked at that thing, to be honest, I thought that the people who was watching it. Because you know at those hotels, they have security personnel that watch that stuff. And if they didn't call the police, they should be in jail. I don't care what nobody say. You know, whoever watched that tape and didn't submit that to the authorities, they should be brought up on charges.
Why do you think the video is barely coming out right now? Because you got a lot of people, you know, that's wondering why it took so long.
First of all, they know that Puff probably paid the security personnel because he knew it was on camera. When he made it to the hallway, when she made it to that phone, once that phone picked up, that's going straight to security. That's for emergency purposes only. So either the concierge or somebody that's handling emergency type situations when she picked up that phone. So now, Puff probably had somebody pay them off. 9 times out of 10, he had somebody pay them off, bruh.
We were at a birthday party that I think either Matt Damon was giving for Ben Affleck. It was just a little gathering. It was at the Four Seasons. Will Smith and his sister and her husband, we were all sitting on this side of the room. Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, Jennifer Lopez, Puff, Will Smith, and Jada, and they were sitting on the other side of the room. So I know Puff so well that he stood up. When he stood up, he walked and did his arm some kind of way, and then he went like this, you know, like that. I went over towards him. I know to go over there towards him. So I go over towards him, and he said to me, he said, "Yo, I think Will and Jada is trying to scoop up Jennifer. I want you to stay close, because I'm going to snuff him." I said to myself, Will Smith gonna beat the shit out you. Now, Puff could scrap now, but I don't think he could beat Will Smith. You know what I'm saying? But he could scrap. You know what I'm saying? So then he said that shit. So I didn't go back over there where Will Smith's sister and her husband was. I stayed about, if he snuffed Will, I could move slow enough that Will could probably get 2 or 3 punches back in. Yeah, but that shit was funny. He thought that Jada and Will was coming on too strong to Jennifer, making advances.
Meanwhile, 50 Cent, never one to keep quiet.
Any of Diddy friends spoke up for him.
My man, listen here. All those ones who made it to the Diddy party, to the after party, and to the hotel lobby, they not gonna ruin their brand. They not gonna say nothing. Man, I was watching the other day. Listen to me. They did that, they on Channel 2 News here in New York. Gayle King and Nate and that other guy, they were talking about, they showed him beating Cassie, and they showed him the apology in the whole 9 yards. All they said is that we have commentary about that, but we got to go to a commercial. They never came back and said nothing about it. I was like, yo, damn. He still got power like that? Somebody still like him like that? Because you know he was running with Oprah and them. He was running with that whole crew. Weinstein, Oprah, Epstein. He was running with that whole crew. They want to know how we're going to do it. how the public is going to take him. Is the public going to let him back in? And the public is not. The public is already canceling him. I don't believe the industry has canceled him yet. All those people who went to those Diddy parties, not one of them had came out and denounced what he has done. I haven't heard one of them. I have not heard one person denounce, well, man, let God handle it. Get the hell out of here. Get out of here with that. If that was your daughter, would you let God handle it? All those people, they ain't denounced him. They ain't definitely, they can't come forward and say, yo, I support him. Because it would mess up their brand. It would mess up their brand. Jay-Z, we the only one could call each other Sean. Jay is the only one could call me Sean. I'm the only one could call him Sean. Get the hell out of here. If that ain't no fun boy stuff, but you ain't had not one person, brother, not one person sit there, denounce what he did, or come forward and say, I support him.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Nobody haven't came out to support him, man. Not one person outside of Stevie J.
Stevie don't count, bro. He know who to do that shit to. You understand what I'm saying? It's certain dudes that he'll do that to because he could get away with it quick enough, or he got somebody behind him, or he got some people there. They no matter gonna take his weight for. It's only so far he gonna go himself. It's only so far he gonna go himself. So now you know he gonna come at you hard, try to play it off, because he know if he do anything and it comes back to him, it's a lawsuit. He slapped somebody, hit somebody, that's a payday for them. But he'll make up that whole atmosphere, and then he'll look at one of the bouncers or look at somebody a certain way, and they'll take over his mess. So I could see him coming at somebody hard like that. But by itself, he ain't gonna bust a grape in a wine factory. But he don't have to.
Right. But I want to ask you, right? And I know you ain't signed it. I know you ain't signed an NDA, clearly. But did he make his artists sign NDAs and people that work for him?
Well, a lot of these rappers, a lot of these industry people, anybody who does business nowadays with the internet, they have NDAs, non-disclosure. That means that if you work for them, you around them, you can't disclose any of the information about them. It's the same thing that he gave to all his artists when he gave them their publishing back. I'm gonna give y'all publishing, but y'all can't talk about Janice Combs, Justin Combs, Sony, Bad Boy, or anything that happened. Y'all can't talk about none of that. But there's some artists that didn't say anything, that didn't sign it, and they able to talk about anything they want to. And I think that's those girls that was, I think Danny Kane. I think a couple of them didn't sign it. And boy, oh boy, they probably gonna go after him too. Cause I heard him, and I'm giving you this, Aubrey. He stood up there and he said in front of a lot of people, we were in the studio, and I said something to him and walked out the studio. He said, yo, I'm gonna drug their ass off and pick them up and pip them out to my nigga. He said, I'm gonna drug them out. I'm gonna get them all on drugs, and I'm gonna pimp their ass out to my. I was like, there's somebody kids, and walked out. And it's somebody that heard me. It's somebody that heard me. I mean, well, it's not only somebody that heard me, it's somebody that I know who was in the studio at the time that happened, and I still talk to him today. And we were just talking about that the other day. He done moved back to Indiana. I don't know why. I'm gonna give you that one.
As the trial unfolds, several celebrities are expected to be mentioned, though not all are accused of wrongdoing. Names like Michael B. Jordan, Kanye West, and even Diddy's ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, have surfaced in the courtroom. While none of them have been formally charged, their involvement in Diddy's world gives the case an even greater level of intrigue. What happens when these celebrities are named in court documents? What does it mean for their own careers? And how deep does Diddy's influence really go? These are questions that may not have clear answers, but they add another layer of complexity to an already convoluted case.
And believed him.
Diddy and Ross, which they're good buddies, okay? They're gay.
Who?
Both. Diddy and Ross. And Khaled. They're all gay, okay?
DJ Khaled, Rick Ross, and P. Diddy?
Yeah.
They all gay?
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
Khaled is a Hamas supporter. Okay?
Who supporter?
Hamas.
Hamas. Yeah. Gotcha.
Sorry, I said it wrong.
No worries.
Hamas supporter, okay?
Right.
I had sex with Cassie and Sean. Basically, he would masturbate and tell me what to do with Cassie. I had like 15 encounters, and I heard a lot.
Oh, hidden in plain sight.
It's hidden.
I think I see what you're saying.
Okay, how do I know this?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. How do you know this?
Do you know Sean Combs?
As Diddy's trial approaches, his legal team is in disarray. His former top attorney, Anthony Rico, has requested to withdraw from the case, citing ethical concerns and an inability to properly represent Diddy under the current circumstances. This move leaves Diddy without some of the most skilled legal minds in his corner. The fallout from this departure is huge, as Diddy has now lost one of his most trusted advisors. But this isn't just about losing a lawyer. This is a signal that even the people closest to Diddy are starting to lose faith in his defense. And with the trial right around the corner, this could spell disaster for Diddy. The stakes for Diddy have never been higher, facing charges of racketeering, sex trafficking, and conspiracy. Diddy's future is on the line. If convicted, he could spend the rest of his life behind bars. The evidence is overwhelming, and Cassie's testimony will only add fuel to the fire. But what will happen in court? Can Diddy somehow manage to slip through the cracks like so many before him? Or will the weight of the evidence finally catch up with him? As the trial heats up, it's clear that Diddy's future is uncertain. The jury selection has begun, and the tapes are set to be played in court, with Cassie prepared to testify and more witnesses coming forward. The case against Diddy is growing stronger by the day. Will Diddy manage to escape the consequences of his actions, or will this trial mark the end of an era for one of the most powerful figures in entertainment? The road ahead is anything but certain, and as the days pass, the world waits to see how this high-stakes drama will unfold. Stay tuned, because this is just the beginning.